Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fix. All right. Hey, mic check, 1, 2. This is a mic check through Discord, 1, 2. Hey, mic check, racing mic, 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 1, 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at Port Royal. It's the Weekend Challenger Racing Series. This is Phil, your host. You're watching WFR Sim Racing. Man, I'm about as excited as a mosquito on a tick's ass about this one. And talked to Tyler a little bit this week. We changed it up. Going to have a rookie race tonight. Rookie race going to be up first. That's why we're starting at 6:30 now. That's who you see practicing. These guys get to choose between the pro late model and the super late model. You're going to see both cars out there. And one just a little bit better on throttle control for the guys that are still learning. And so the first race you're going to see tonight is going to be the rookie race. And pretty stoked about that one. And also added heat races to every class tonight. So even the super late models tonight, full heat race show plus a 50-lap feature. So you guys stick around for that one. That's going to come on at, I believe, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We want to thank you guys for watching. And one more time, this is the rookies that you see out here. The rookie race is what we're going to be getting down the track first here at Port Royal. You're watching iRacing on WFR Sim Racing. Also, want to thank Dubby. Check out Dubby Energy Drinks, the prime choice of gamers all over the country. And use promo code WFR for 10% off. 10% off on Dubby when you use WFR as your promo code. And the 2024 schedule for these boys, the Weekend Challenger Racing League, is coming up. 2024. Looks like Knoxville to kick it off. That's January 7th. Then we go to Lernerville. Lucas Oil. Looks like... I can't read it from here. Eldora, I think that's I-55, then Eldora. It's going to be a good one. Going to be a good time out there. And getting 2024 going with these guys. I've been pretty excited every week to do this broadcast with them. They've been really awesome. We get in the Discord and BS back and forth quite a bit. And they're a lot of fun to interview. And I want to thank Tyler for getting me on here with these guys. So we're going to get some good racing going here in about 3 more minutes. I'm going to step off the microphone for just a minute and get a few things together. But there you go. There's your Weekend Challenger Racing League 2024 season schedule right there on the screen. What's up, Dusty Lee? I see you watching. Dusty, you need to get in with these guys on the street stocks, man. Talk to old Tyler Hamrick and maybe get yourself in with these street stock guys. Timothy Jensen, so far your fastest on the practice laps. Ronnie Wells right behind him. Dustin Bohannon, Andrew Moody, Jacob Diaz, Philip Bryan. Only 6 guys in the practice session right now with 2.5 minutes to go. If you're watching, we got 9 viewers, man. Hey, we've been doing pretty good getting the viewer count up on these Sunday night races. And I'm now hosting for the Hoosier Open Wheel Series. Bunch of Indiana boys racing the USAC 410 wingless sprint cars. I'll tell you what, man, that was pretty awesome to announce for those guys the other night. They put on a heck of a show on Thursday nights right here on WFR Sim Racing. So tune in on Thursdays. You're going to see some really good open wheel non-wing action. Let's try something. Hey, Dusty Lee, if I added you to the WFR Discord, go jump in it real quick. All right, looks like we're going to get some qualifying going now. 10 drivers registered so far for the qualifying. Looks like Tyler Hamrick, Brian O'Shell, Ronnie Wells, Dustin Bohannon, Zach Bingham, Philip Bryan, Jacob Diaz, Andrew Moody, Timothy Jensen, Sarah Jones. Not sure the name on Sarah Jones, but we'll get that figured out. This is the rookie race qualifying. Right now, we take a look at Jacob Diaz in the 51 ride. Switching over to the 8 ride, I believe. Also going to make sure I'm refreshing my wraps tonight. I want to make sure that all my wraps are... There we go. Much better. Dustin Bohannon, your fastest right now in qualifying. Ronnie Wells right behind him. Timothy Jensen, Sarah Jones, Philip Bryan, Jacob Diaz. If anybody that's watching can tell me who is driving the 8 car. The 8 car says Sarah Jones. As we see the 4 ride out there now, let's see who that is. Andrew Moody. Looks like a new wrap for Andrew Moody, digging the blue and white. 51 there, Jacob Diaz. Dustin Bohannon, still your fastest with Ronnie Wells right behind him. Timothy Jensen, Andrew Moody, Sarah Jones, Philip Bryan, and Jacob Diaz. Rounding out 7 cars in qualifying. And once again, your 2024 schedule is going to be kicking it off at Knoxville on January 7th, man. You guys come on, tag along with us. We're going to be jumping all over the place every Sunday night for the 2024 season schedule of the Weekend Challenger Racing League. And I'm super pumped about it. I'm glad they asked me to come on board. And you guys come on board with us and have a good time watching some good dirt racing every week. And Dustin Bohannon, your fastest in qualifying. Ronnie Wells, Timothy Jensen, Andrew Moody, Sarah Jones, Philip Bryan, Jacob Diaz, Tyler Hamrick. I believe that they're running heat races in this class. Yes, they are. They're running heat races, so it should be heat race number 1 going out on the track here. Going to be Dustin Bohannon, Ronnie Wells, Timothy Jensen, Andrew Moody, Sarah Jones, Philip Bryan, Jacob Diaz, and Tyler Hamrick. Ten viewers, if y'all ready to kick off some dirt racing, click that thumbs up and that heart down there about as fast as you can. Let me know you're watching. All of your likes and follows help. Anybody that can share and get the word out that we're broadcasting, man, that'd be awesome of you to do it. I do this as a hobby. This is the fun that I have with iRacing. I don't charge these guys any money for broadcasting their racing. I just do this because I love doing it and I have fun with it. And, man, if you feel it in your heart to reach down there and click on that star in the left-hand corner, it'll give you some options there to donate if you wish. But every little bit helps. We're trying to grow in 2024. We're trying to set up a new overlay with the SDK NASCAR style bundle. Brett Wheeler, your race director here, is actually going to be helping me out with that. So anything helps. But all I ask really is that you just like, follow, comment. Share this with your friends. Tell them there's some good dirt racing going on over here. And on WFR Sim Racing, we're going to get this one rolling. As we see, looks like 7 cars. I see 8 on the board. I'm not sure who we're missing. Tyler Hamrick, not in this one. Let me know where you're watching from, and if you are watching and who you're watching. I'll do my best to keep them on the screen for you. If you're watching somebody in particular, I'll do my best with the cameras to make sure that you get to see a little bit of action from those guys. So let me know who you are. Let me know where you're watching from. And I'd like to know who's out there and who's talking back at me. So y'all feel free to comment. Y'all make fun of me. You do whatever you want to do. But let's have a little back and forth tonight with some dirt track racing. Here we go. Going green at Port Royal. Rookie race. Heat race number 1. Dustin Bohannon going to kick it off. Ronnie Wells right behind him as we already got us a woolly booger back there in the back. The 25 car getting up into the 4 car and going to bring out the caution. Not real sure what happened there. Let's see if we can go back and see. Let's jump to the 4 ride and then we will go back one more time here. We're going to watch that 4 car and just see what happened here on the start. Looks like the 68 got just a little bit wonky. Timothy Jensen. And, man, just drove him right up into the wall there. From my perspective, that's what I saw. But that's all I can give you is my perspective. All right. Let's get back to it. Going to get them lined back up. Get them rolling. See what kind of camera views we got here at Port Royal. Trying to get you guys the best camera view I could find for some decent action here. Dustin Bohannon, still your leader. As they come on around, I'm trying to gain control of my cameras one more time. Man, it's going to be one of them deals where they go green and maybe we don't get to see it. A little bit of camera trouble with this system right now, and that's why we're going to be upgrading in 2024. We want better camera systems. We want better camera angles. We want to get the action. So let's jump over here to the 13 ride, see if we can find him. What's up, Daniel Northcutt? I see you. One of them Quill Racing boys. As we see Dustin Bohannon right there, still up front. Right there on the outside of him, Ronnie Wells, Timothy Jensen, second row inside, and Andrew Moody in the 4 car. Gonna get him rolling one more time. Hopefully get a little bit better start. Ooh, not seeing Andrew Moody yet. Might be out of this one after that last crash. 13 ride, Dustin Bohannon going to kick it off right here, going green at Port Royal for heat race number 1 of the rookie race session. Dustin Bohannon with a decent jump right there over Ronnie Wells. Jacob Diaz up there on the top trying to work that soft stuff, see if he can get a little bit of grip. These two boys have done stepped on out. So we see Ronnie Wells chasing Dustin Bohannon right around the same line there on the bottom. See what they do here in these turns. 1 and 2, a little bit higher up to the middle, but driving it back down into that wall. Trying to keep it on the bottom. Not seeing a whole lot of action up top yet. It's Dustin Bohannon, still your leader. Ronnie Wells chasing him down. Jacob Diaz in the 3rd position. Timothy Jensen, Philip Bryan. Not seeing Andrew Moody just yet. Four laps to go. Sorry, 4 laps in out of 20. Maybe this is our feature race. I don't get a lot of communication with the race director. I got a schedule that tells me what's going on, but maybe this was only a feature tonight. Dustin Bohannon, still your leader with a 17.9 lap. Ronnie Wells right behind him, trying to track him down, getting a little bit closer to that back bumper. See if Ronnie Wells is finding a little bit of meat down there on the bottom, but still not quite enough to get to him. We see Dustin just stepping out, just a few car lengths on that front straightaway. Ronnie Wells struggling to get up there to that back bumper to get any kind of move on him, as we see back in the back. Jacob Diaz might have a little bit of a race going back here for the 68 of Timothy Jensen, chasing him up around the top. Timothy Jensen going to get a big run off the top now. Good move by Timothy Jensen to put himself up in the third position. Jacob Diaz maybe going to follow suit and see what's happening up there on the top now that he saw Timothy Jensen daylight him that way. Gonna get back up here to our leaders and see what's going on. Still about the same. Maybe if Ronnie Wells could see what Timothy Jensen was doing back there in the back, Ronnie Wells might move up there and grab a hold of some of that. But right now, still trying to make that same line work with Dustin Bohannon. Gonna have to do something a little bit different, as we have one more caution. Trying to get an idea of what the crash was, but well, can't see what caused that one there. But Dustin Bohannon still your leader. Ronnie Wells in second place. Timothy Jensen, Jacob Diaz, Philip Bryan, Sarah Jones, and Andrew Moody. Nine viewers. Let's make a, let's see if we can get up to 20 viewers tonight. If you guys will please share, let's try to get to 20 viewers on this one at one time tonight. I know we get quite a few viewers throughout the night, but let's see if we can get 20 at one time. I know that sounds funny. That don't sound like a whole lot, but man, it'd be a whole lot to me right now if we could get up to 20 viewers on the stream. We're also on Twitch. We're also on YouTube, and we're using the Restream app in order to multi-stream on different platforms, working on a few different ideas for that. But here we go. Dustin Bohannon, we're halfway. Ronnie Wells, Timothy Jensen, Jacob Diaz, gonna get them rolling. As we see Dustin Bohannon kick it off and already just gapping them, and we see a wreck back there in the back. Looks like Jacob Diaz into the wall. Gonna try to go back and get a look at that one. Let's go and see if we can see what happened right there. We see the 68 of Timothy Jensen. Once again, on that restart, the same thing we saw earlier. Timothy Jensen on that restart appears to just kind of jump out of that bottom lane. I don't know if it's the car pulling, but it's the twice now that the 68 of Timothy Jensen on that restart has shot across the track there at the flag stand and taken somebody with him. So probably something about the way that car launches or takes off and gets a little wonky. But yeah, Timothy Jensen struggling on that restart right there for the second time tonight. Same thing happening to him as we look to get him lined back up one more time. And Timothy Jensen, I believe, is in the pits right now, trying to get it parked. Got the quick fix, going to be coming back out. Keep an eye on Timothy Jensen on this restart, and let's just see what is going on there with that restart for Timothy Jensen. We're halfway through this one right now. You're watching WFR Sim Racing. We got 11 viewers, so if you guys will, share. Man, it's awesome when you do, and it helps me out a whole lot. Once again, I don't charge for these broadcasts. I don't charge the leagues to do this. I do this as my hobby. My fun is seeing that I got viewers and people are having fun listening and bantering back and forth with me in the comments section. Click that thumbs up. Click that heart about 150 times as fast as you can. All that stuff really helps us grow, and I really appreciate all your support. We're going to watch Timothy Jensen on this restart. Not a whole lot to see on the restart, but I want to see where he goes when he hits the gas pedal. Loud pedal seems to send him out to the right into the wall there on those two restarts, so we're going to keep an eye on him this time. And again, I can't speak for these cars because not so much that time, but we also see the 4 car on that restart, just a big launch to the right. So just possibly that is causing a little bit of problems as we see a little bit of bump and rubbing going on up here with the 3 car and the 25 of Philip Bryan. Ronnie Wells down there on the inside now being challenged by Philip Bryan. Ronnie Wells had a really good run tonight. And now Philip Bryan kind of out of nowhere steps up into that second position. 14 viewers, that's what I'm talking about. Keep sharing, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, comment. Let me know what city you're watching from. I want to see where everybody's watching from. Look at Ronnie Wells back there trying to track down the back bumper of Philip Bryan now, as Bryan just kind of shows up on the scene with 7 to go, gets around Ronnie Wells, and now we've got a battle for second place. Ronnie Wells going to have to capitalize on any kind of bad move by Philip Bryan at this point. 5 laps to go. Jump up here and take a look at our leader, Dustin Bohannon. Really good camera system here at Port Royal. I do like the cameras here. Get a little bit more action for you. What's up, William Taylor? I see you commenting. Rosa Wells, I appreciate you. Four laps to go as we see Dustin Bohannon leading them off, but back here in the back, we still got this battle going on for second as we see Ronnie Wells try to throw everything he's got at Philip Bryan. Gets the slider right across the nose. Philip Bryan going to come back and throw it again. Philip Bryan down and around, but not going to bring it to the top. Ronnie Wells going to have to get the big run off the top to gain the momentum back. Ronnie Wells back in the second position. Philip Bryan, probably not a big fan of that slider Ronnie threw at him, but it's a little too late to be mad about it now. Philip Bryan going to have to get something done with 2 laps to go to get back to that second position. Throwing that nose across there. 1 lap to go. We know where our leader is. Let's keep an eye on these boys right here. Dustin Bohannon going to be your winner tonight. But Ronnie Wells and Philip Bryan. Oh, and Philip Bryan goes around. Gets it back under control, and the 68 of Timothy Jensen going to slip around him and take over that podium spot. Dustin Bohannon, Ronnie Wells, and Timothy Jensen. Hard fight by Ronnie Wells and Philip Bryan for the second position. Dude, awesome racing. Awesome racing right there for the second place, man. And then to see Timothy Jensen just slide up there around that mistake of Philip Bryan and claim that podium finish. But Dustin Bohannon dominating that race. And no time for interviews right now. We're going to be jumping right into the next race. I need to jump over to iRacing. I'm going to put you over to a different screen for a minute. Just hang out. We'll be right back with the next session. And we've got Dirt Street Stocks coming up, by the way. Dirt Street Stocks at Port Royal. You are watching the Weekend Challenger Racing Series. And I'm over here on iRacing trying to get the next session up. And we will have it here in just a minute. If you guys are seeing the live track, we'll start soon. Screen, just know that we are coming right back at you in just a second. All right, we're loading up the next session, Dirt Street Stocks at Port Royal with the Weekend Challenger Racing Series. Stick around for just a minute. We are actually joining the room right now, and we'll be back live at the track here in about 30 seconds or so. Well, all right. You know what time it is. It's time for some Dirt Street Stock action at Port Royal with the Weekend Challenger Racing Series on WFR Sim Racing. You're watching iRacing. If you're watching on Twitch, we want to thank you. If you're watching on YouTube Live, we want to thank you. And if you're watching on Facebook, big thank you for tuning in. Please, please, please share these broadcasts, man. That's how we grow. That's all we depend on from you guys. And I don't want to do the whole pay for viewers and pay for follows. I want to grow naturally. I want to watch this thing grow, and with your help we can do that. As we see Tyler Hamrick right there in the pits trying to get that car started, probably having a little bit of trouble tonight keeping her running. Real quick, want to tell you one more time about W Energy, the premium energy drink for gamers all over the country, all over the world. Use promo code WFR for 10% off your order. And the 2024 season schedule is out for the Weekend Challenger Racing Series. Knoxville, Lernerville, Lucas Oil, I-55, Eldora, Limaland, Volusia, Lincoln, Charlotte. Then we're off for just a week. We'll be right back here at Port Royal in March. Carries on all the way through May with a championship race to be announced. As we see them getting lined up, as you know, they got to wait the first 5 minutes, and then they get 5 minutes of practice. Everybody's going to hit the track at one time. We see Daniel Northcutt right there. See Moody. Oh, we see one of them Dozier boys right there in the 23 ride at 77. Daniel Northcutt. Man, I'm getting really good at calling these guys without having names on the screen. I'm getting to know everybody. I believe that's Mason Dozier in the 23. Brother Tristan Dozier drives the 28 ride. And once again, I'm loving the cameras at Port Royal, not having to do a whole lot of camera work tonight, just leaving it set right there. And it seems to be covering everybody pretty well, bouncing around just right. Daniel Northcutt currently the fastest in practice. And then you got Justin Drawhorn, second fastest. Andrew Moody, Mason Dozier, Zach Bingham. I got a feeling somebody, Justin Drawhorn, might get another fast lap in to get on up there. Jacob Diaz making a little bit of a showing tonight. See him now. Andrew Moody now the fastest, 21:43 in practice. Andrew Moody, currently your fastest in practice. And Jacob Diaz, Daniel Northcutt, Justin Drawhorn, Mason Dozier, Tyler Hamrick, Dustin Bohannon, your winner In the last session, the rookie race, Dustin Bohannon, your winner. Zach Bingham, Timothy Jensen, Zach Bingham, Ronnie Wells, and Philip Bryan so far out there. Andrew Moody, your fastest in practice. 7 viewers, man. I believe the downtime in between races is kind of kills it. I'm going to have to work on some content. I'm going to have to work on something we can slide in there in the middle. And whenever we've got these changeovers. So I'll start working on some content, maybe some interviews, maybe some replays, some action shots, see what I can get together for you. Once again, still got about 2 hours of racing to go. About 2 hours of racing left. So feel free to share. Tell all your friends about WFR Sim Racing. Tell them they got the coolest broadcaster in North Texas. There's not a whole lot of racing broadcasters in North Texas, but I'm the coolest one I know of. We see Tyler Hamrick right there and the 25 ride of Philip Bryan. Jacob Diaz. Jacob not really been the guy on the screen for a few weeks. Struggling, staying in the back a little bit, getting tangled up a little. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Jacob Diaz, to see him doing pretty well tonight in the rookie race, doing really well tonight in practice with the fastest lap so far in practice, even over Tristan Dozier now coming in second. Jacob Diaz so far with the fastest lap in the practice session. Not a lot of airtime for Jacob, so pretty cool to see him getting up there. I'd like to see him up in the top 5 tonight running with these boys. Looks like he's holding his own pretty well here at Port Royal as we see Tristan Dozier now going to take the fastest lap in practice with a 21:05. Just about a minute to go in practice, and then we will jump right into qualifying. And we get heat race number 1 lined up. We see Tyler Hamrick up there on the front. And let's see. I'm trying to get back to my feed on my end so I can keep up with you guys. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, man. It means the world to me that we got viewers and people enjoying some good dirt track racing. I see all those thumbs up flying in. Keep them flying. We call those fireworks. Some hearts and some thumbs up, smiley faces. And, hey, real quick, if you're watching only using the emojis, you can use like 3 emojis. Tell me what you think about the broadcast and the racing tonight. Use 3 emojis only. No words, 3 emojis in the comments, and let me know what you think about the broadcast. Larry Drawhorn, there he is. I was looking for you. Now I see your name come across there. Larry Drawhorn, thank you for watching tonight. One of our top followers. Hey, and when we do giveaways, top followers don't even have to play along. They just already entered already. So when you comment, when you like, when you do all that stuff, that makes you a top follower at some point. And whenever you share and help us out with content, you get automatically put into any drawing that we are doing without even having to play the game. 9 viewers right now. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We're going green. Tyler Hamrick on the pole. It's time to go dirt street stock racing at Port Royal. Tyler Hamrick going to lead them off. Tristan Dozier back there in the 3rd position right now. Dustin Bohannon, Andrew Moody, Zach Bingham, Brian O'Shell, Jacob Diaz, Philip Bryan, Justin Drawhorn. How they're going to cross the line the first time. Now let's see what happens. Tyler Hamrick just stepping on out there, putting the old whoop on him. And we see Tristan Dozier now in that 2nd position. He'll get up there to Tyler Hamrick's back bumper and shake him up a little bit. But I can tell you, man, these guys, they've all said it. Tyler said it. Tristan said it. They're all being real nice right now. But I guarantee you, come January 7th, when we roll into that first 2024 season points race, there ain't going to be a whole lot of nice going on the track. I'm ready to see these 2 boys get together for the point system and just see how it all plays out between Tristan Dozier and Tyler Hamrick. Since night 1, these have been my guys to watch. Andrew Moody in the 4 car right up there around the top with him, trying to track him down. Right there down on the bottom, Dustin Bohannon trying to see if he can get that bottom and middle line to work a little bit for him. And Tyler Hamrick still your leader as we see now Tristan Dozier reeling him in just a little bit. Getting up there, trying to get that big run off the top. But Andrew Moody right there on the back bumper of Tristan Dozier. Dustin Bohannon still trying to change that lineup a little bit. Throws it down to the bottom, but not getting the momentum he wants off the bottom to keep it rolling. Might have got it that time, though, as he pulls up next to Tyler Moody, or Andrew Moody. Just a little bit. Bohannon trying to make it work, but 1 lap to go as we see Tyler Hamrick going to be your Heat Race 1 winner. Oh, hang on. Tristan Dozier throws a slider. Tyler Hamrick up around the top. Going to get the momentum. He's got it. Tyler Hamrick, your winner in Heat Race number 1. Man, Tristan's going to be mad at me for calling that one early. Tyler Hamrick, your winner, Heat Race number 1 in the Dirt Street Stocks. Tristan Dozier thought he was going to throw that big slider, but changed his mind there. Just ran out of talent. But I kind of doubt it. We're going to see a good race come up in this feature. Larry Drawhorn, I appreciate you playing along there. See your checkered flags. Thank you, sir. Somebody a couple of weeks ago said that my accent was funny. I got a Texas accent. I don't know what it sounds like. But, you folks are from Georgia. Y'all let me know about if y'all think I got a strange accent or not. I don't know what I sound like to y'all in Georgia. 14 viewers. We're going to get up to 20. Need some shares. Need everybody to share and like. Invite your friends. Send it over in a message and say, hey, come watch. Phil's trying to get to 20 viewers tonight. Once again, when you share, when you like, when you comment, get you up the ranks a little bit to become what we call a top follower. Facebook gives you a little badge. You look right there beside Larry's name. Got 2 little badges, but one of those badges means Larry's a top follower. If we have a giveaway, Larry automatically has his name in the bucket every time. So when you play along, get you in the bucket, get your name in some drawings. And we do some hats. We do some polo shirts. I might even give away a jacket. Tell you what, if we ever get up to 50 viewers, I will give away a winter jacket embroidered with our logo on it. 17 viewers. They're coming in. If we get up to 50 viewers, all of my top followers will be in a drawing for a winter jacket, a sweet jacket, waterproof, and we'll give away a jacket with our logo on it. If we get to 50 viewers, if you're a top follower, you will be in that drawing. And trying to get these cameras to work here at Port Royal. I was bragging about the camera system, and now I can't get them to jump to the race. Not sure why, but there's a race going on. I just can't get to it. Heat race number 2 is on the track. The camera system is just not playing along with me right now. I do apologize. Not sure why that happened, but man, I'm having camera trouble, and I hate it for you guys. You guys tune in to watch, and then the cameras act wonky. So give me just a minute here. Trying to get back to the proper channel, and it's just not letting me. Kenny Bruce. Oh, Kenny Bruce is in the room. What's up, Kenny? How are you, buddy? Miss you, man. I need to come see you somewhere besides there sometime. And still trying to get the camera system to work. It is not working for me as I try to get to... Let's go do this. There we go. Tyson Banks. Your leader, Daniel Northcutt, Ronnie Wells, Mason Dozier, Timothy Jensen, Jesse Newsom, Chuck Sims, and still not sure who Sarah Jones is. If anybody can tell me who Sarah is. What's up, Cody Smith? That's my cousin Cody watching there. And once again, I was telling you guys, I'm going to give away a winter coat, a winter jacket with the logo embroidered on it. If we ever hit 50 viewers at one time, 50 viewers at one time, if you are a top follower, you will be in the drawing to get a winter coat. And right now, there's only 3 top followers on WFR. Only 3, so I would get in on that if I could. Tyson Banks going to lead them off. We're going green at Port Royal, single file. Daniel Northcutt right behind him. Ronnie Wells, Mason Dozier, Timothy Jensen, Jesse Newsom, Chuck Sims, Sarah Jones. We see Tyson Banks getting it up there around the top. We saw that work in the last race. Seems like the bottom line down underneath is not working as we're going to go back. Got us a caution. See what happened there. Looks like the 23 ride. That's one of them Dozier boys. Let's rewind it and just see what happened there. I believe that's Mason Dozier. Looks like just a little bit of a cluster there. Got into the back of the 3 ride of Ronnie Wells, and Timothy Jensen just happened to be there. Couldn't check up fast enough. Took him on around. We'll get him lined back up. Tyson Banks still your leader. Daniel Northcutt, Ronnie Wells, your top 3. That's my dad watching, Sam Wallace. He's got a little flag next to him. I don't know what the flag means. Let's see what the flag. Milestone follower. I think he's been here since day 1, I think is what that means. 19 viewers. If we get to 20, I might do a little, get out of my seat and do a little do dance right here. 19 viewers. We're doing better and better every week, man, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all sharing and getting the word out there. As we're going to jump back up here to Tyson Banks. Get this race rolling one more time. Waiting on that pace truck to pull off. Tyson Banks currently your leader with a 23.91 lap. Daniel Northcutt up on the outside of him. Ronnie Wells, Mason Dozier back in the back of this one now, I would assume. Yep, there he is. Going to have to fight his way up to the front if he wants a good spot to start in this feature race. Pace truck ought to be pulling off here pretty quick. We'll get this one back to green. 21 viewers. There we go. Awesome. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate it. I wanted to get over 20 viewers at one time tonight, and we did it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for the support. That means a lot to me. Thank you. And we're going to go green. Pace truck is in. Tyson Banks, your leader, going to lead him off single file. Daniel Northcutt behind him. Ronnie Wells in the 3 ride. Going to be fighting, throwing some sliders here in a minute. Heat race haymakers from Ronnie Wells coming up. Tyson Banks going to roll him off slow up there around the top. Look for that 3 car, Ronnie Wells, to start making some moves to get around Daniel Northcutt. Now we see the 8 ride of Jesse Newsom coming around the bottom. We've seen already that the bottom is not working quite as well as the top. Oh, not a good move there for Tyson Banks. Going to have some wheel damage. Daniel Northcutt now going to have to get around him on the inside. Tyson Banks got up there into the wall as they hop tires a little bit, but Tyson Banks still holding his own. Jesse Newsom down around the bottom gets under Ronnie Wells. Jesse Newsom now in the 3rd position, fighting with 2 to go to get past Northcutt. Is Newsom going to make it up to the 2nd position all the way from 4th with just 2 laps of racing right there. 1 lap to go. And we see Tyson Banks, your leader, going to bring it on around. Down the backstretch one more time. Up around the top, we see Jesse Newsom try to throw it. Gets into Northcutt, hits him again. Knocks Northcutt up into the wall. Underneath him, Daniel. Oh, no. Newsom, Ronnie Wells going to slide in there. Northcutt cannot be happy about that. Jesse Newsom getting up into the back of Ronnie Wells. Man, that got me all flustered. Just, wow, what a finish. I wish I could go back. Let's see, can I? Oh, I can. Here's a replay. Gonna see Newsom get into Northcutt twice there. Northcutt up off the pace, off the side. There you see Ronnie Wells come around, grabs that 2nd place. Newsom with the 3rd. Man. Getting them lined up for the feature. Man, what a finish that was. Going to be a lot of talk going on in the review room on Discord tonight. I might have to slide in there and listen. Add some of that to my news this week on my content when I post it about tonight. I'd like to hear what goes on in the review room. 21 viewers. Hey, real quick, everybody click that thumbs up and that heart fast as you can. 20, 30, 200 times, whatever you do, just do it. And if you will, share this with your friends. Let's go for 30 viewers. We got to 20. Let's go for 30 viewers if we can do it. Everybody clicking that thumbs up and that heart fast down there. I see them. Thank y'all for the support. It means a lot to me. Share this with your friends. Let them know we got some awesome dirt racing. Hey, and coming up, super late models about to hit the track. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tyler Hamrick going to be your leader tonight on the pole position. Tyson Banks on the outside. Tristan Dozier, 2nd row inside. There's Ronnie Wells, 2nd row outside. Andrew Moody, Jesse Newsom, Dustin Bohannon, Daniel Northcutt. We're going to jump up here and watch our leader, Tyler Hamrick, qualifying pole position tonight out of the heat races. Gonna be a good one tonight. Gonna be a barn burner. A lot of door-to-door action. I can already feel it. Slide job city in these street stocks. And I tell you what, man, the slide jobs are sketchy in these big old boats. If anybody's got the slide job in their pocket, it's Newsom. Maybe Ronnie Wells. Gonna throw the mean slider. Oh, and Tyson Banks, not sure what he was doing there. Warmed the tires up on the start. Don't know why, but Tyson Banks decided to warm the tires coming out of 4. And Tyler Hamrick gives him the benefit to get this thing going. As now we see, the WFR logo on that beautiful 28 ride. Tristan Dozier. Got WFR riding on the hood. Thank you for that, Tristan. We appreciate it. Ronnie Wells back there pushing him around. Don't be pushing him around, man. He's got the badass logo on the hood. As we see your leader, Tyler Hamrick, in the 74 ride. There's my dad. My dad is a fan of Ronnie Wells. You see Sam Wallace there commenting. He's going for Ronnie Wells, he says, number 3. Ronnie Wells, a lot of fun to watch in these street stocks. Tyler Hamrick, your leader, and we'll just hit the exciting button and we'll let this thing bounce around and see what's going on back here. So we see, take a look at, who is that there? Tyson Banks, the 13 of Bohannon, trying to work that middle line, get it worked out. See a little bit of push and shove going on up there in the front with the 4 car, the 8 car, the 3 car. And we see Newsom there on the bottom. Wells still trying to hold his own, and we see Moody up around the top of Newsom. What's Newsom going to do right here? Jesse Newsom in that black 8 ride, going back up to the top with him. A little bit of a rough ride up around the top, it looks like. Everybody seems to be making it work okay. Tyler Hamrick, still your leader. Tristan Dozier trying to track him down. Keeping an eye on this race right here, though. Man, it's hard to pick what we want to watch. Let's see what the chopper says. Jump back up here and watch these guys. We're going to try to pivot between these 2 races a little bit. Go back here to the 8 ride. Keep an eye on what's going on here. And let's jump in the cockpit. Let's just see what old Newsom's seeing. Newsom trying to track down Moody. Andrew Moody there in the 4 ride. Ronnie Wells right up here. Up in the car with Ronnie Wells trying to track down Tristan Dozier. Tristan Dozier right on the back bumper of Tyler Hamrick, trying to figure out where he's going to make this move. With 22 laps to go. See these cars real tight up there, getting up there on that cushion, trying to get it worked out. Tyler Hamrick still just pulling away, man. Harley Morris, I see you going for Mason Dozier. Jump back here and see what old Mason's got going on. Mason Dozier back here trying to track down Northcutt the best he can. So we see the 17 ride, the 017, a Drawhorn. Struggling tonight to stay up at the front of the pack. Not seeing as much a Drawhorn as we've been seeing every week. But there you go, Mason Dozier right out here in the front still. Jump back up here to our leader. Oh, and Tyler Hamrick and Tristan Dozier getting together right as we come back. Sorry for missing that. Not sure what happened there. We might be able to do one of these numbers. Not going to give it to us. Tristan Dozier still trying to track him down. Man, a rough ride up around the top for these guys. Getting up into the wall a little bit. 11 laps down out of 30. Still a lot of racing to go, but Tristan Dozier trying to track down Tyler Hamrick. Jump back here and take a look at Ronnie Wells. See what he's got going on with these 2 guys chasing him down. Got Newsom right there on his back bumper. Going to see Moody go to the bottom. Oh, and just getting up in that wall one more time, but Moody still not finding the traction he wants off the bottom. 1-lane track around the top right now. It's all about the mistakes. So we see Newsom trying to get a mistake out of Ronnie Wells if he can do it. Jump back over to our leaders, man. We got a lot of racing going on the track. This doesn't happen every week. Seems like every time Tyler slips up, Tristan slips up right behind him, trying to check up, stay out of him. Tyler Hamrick going to get up there in the wall one more time. Dozier going to turn it down. But Hamrick still holding his own. And, oh, Tristan Dozier going to wall rub. That's going to slow him down. Lose all that momentum he had going for him. Tristan Dozier now going to get tracked down by the 3 car of Ronnie Wells. Cody Smith going for Moody. Says he likes that 4 ride of Moody. Moody right now the underdog in the 5th position. And like I always say, we're halfway right now. And the guys you see at the front of this race are not the guys you're going to see at the end of this race. I don't think. Typically, that's the way it goes. Oh, and going to see. Looks like Wells going to get in the back of Tristan Dozier. Dozier down on the inside. He's got to throw the slider. Has no choice. Throw the slider up across the nose. Tyler Hamrick. Oh, he gets in the wall. Hamrick's got to fall in line. Dozier, your new leader. Ronnie Wells in 3rd. The 8 car, Newsom, now in 4th. And we're playing musical chairs up here with the front 5. They're going to be moving all over the place now. 17 viewers. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments who you're watching, who you pulling for in this one. Let's get the bets going. Who you pulling for in this race? 28 car now. Tristan Dozier gets up and around. Tyler Hamrick not even up and around. Finds himself underneath him. Has to throw the slider. Makes it connect. Tyler Hamrick now going to return it. Slide job city. Tyler Hamrick cross the nose. Dozier going to return it. Dozier back down the inside. Going to the bottom. Slide job, baby. Dozier up and over. Tyler Hamrick, does he have enough momentum? Going to have to get back in line. Not again. He's going to the bottom. Tyler Hamrick with another slider. Dozier gets up in the wall. Dozier's got to get it back turned down. Get back on the inside. Tyler Hamrick on the outside. Tristan Dozier on the inside. Throwing it at him one more time. And what are they going to do? Dozier gets loose and wonky. Tyler back on the inside. This is a race, ladies and gentlemen. 11 to go. These are my two favorite guys to see go head-to-head in this league right here up front. And we got somebody upside down. Andrew Moody and Ronnie Wells getting together back there. Somebody's upside down. Ronnie Wells on the inside. Moody just shoots up around the outside. Not sure anybody had any idea what to do there, but and there you go. Looks like, man, just a rough deal. Let's go back and watch it again just for fun. Everybody just kind of piled in there. A lot of people going to go to the pits on this one. A lot of damage. Not sure what happened there with Ronnie Wells' car. Let's go back and take a look. Not sure what got Ronnie Wells in that position. Looks like he just went real tight in the turn and just pushed up. Yeah, he's hard left and just kept going up the track. Came in low, exited real tight, and then here comes everybody with the Bam Shuki. And we'll get back over to the live feed. A lot of guys going to be going to the pits real quick, getting the quick repair and coming back out. Tristan Dozier, currently your leader. Tyler Hamrick. Man, that got exciting for a minute. I was screaming and yelling, standing up. I see you, Rhonda, going for them Dozier boys. You know who I'm going for. I'm a Dozier fan. I'm a Tyler Hamrick fan, but if I like to see anybody beat Tyler Hamrick, it's one of them Dozier boys, especially Tristan. They put on a heck of a show when these two guys right here in the front get together, Tyler Hamrick and Tristan Dozier. Tyler Hamrick not afraid to throw them sliders across the nose, and Tristan Dozier not afraid to return them. These guys, I do believe, race in real life side by side, and also here on the sim. As we see Newsom pulling up there beside old Hamrick. Get him lined back up. Double file, baby. Tristan Dozier, your leader. Tyler Hamrick, Jesse Newsom, Ronnie Wells, Andrew Moody, Tyson Banks, Mason Dozier. I don't think any of that's correct yet. Tristan Dozier going to lead him off. Out of turn 4. We're going to go green. Is he going to sleep all the way? Is he going to go early? Newsom ready to roll. There goes Newsom. Newsom on the inside of that quarter panel. Wants to get the big run, but Tristan Dozier going to get out there in front of him. Newsom going to go straight for the slider. Up the front. Is he going to get it across Hamrick? Keeps it under control. Keeps it turned down right in the middle lane. Hamrick still up there on the high side. Newsom no choice but to run that bottom. Try not to lose any momentum right now. Newsom wants nothing more than to get up there to the top behind Tristan. But going to have to be locked down right now. Trying to make that bottom work the best he can. Tristan Dozier in the wall. Tyler Hamrick right behind him. If you see Newsom, just not enough momentum off the bottom. And getting caught down there just keeps you in a real bad bind. So we go see what happened back here with this wreck. Looks like the 17 of Drawhorn getting into the 44 of Chuck Sims. And both of them going around. Just a little fender bender. Going to get them lined back up. I'll tell you what, man. This has been an awesome race. This has been an awesome street stock race, dirt street stocks. 20 viewers still, man. Thank you all for watching. Jeff Hauser, there he is. Kenny Bruce says he's got Dozier all the way for the win. I like that you guys are getting in here, picking your guys, keeping an eye on everybody. Tell you what, Tristan Dozier, Kenny, He is not a guy to be fooled with, and you can't underestimate him. I've seen him come from the back. I've seen him come from the middle. I've seen him backwards, upside down, sideways, and come back to get on the podium. But right now, Tristan Dozier, Jesse Newsom, Tyler Hamrick, Tyson Banks, Dustin Bohannon sneaking up there now in the top 5. Phillip Bryan, Daniel Northcutt there, sorry. Brian O'Shell, Jacob Diaz, Mason Dozier. Both those Dozier boys are in here. Ronnie Wells way back there in the back now. Not sure what's going on with Ronnie. Andrew Moody after that wreck. We're going to keep an eye on them. They're going to be fighting their way back up through the pack. And if we're going single file, they're going to have a lot of trouble getting there. Real quick, one more time, I want to tell you about W Energy. It is the premier energy drink of gamers all over the world. Go check out W. Use code WFR for 10% off your order. Keep an eye on these two guys right here. There you go. There's your 4-car and your 3-car. That's going to be Newsom and Moody. And I guarantee you they both got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder ready to get up through this crowd. Right there. That's Newsom and Moody, 4 and 3. Find themselves way back there in 14th and 15th, but a lot of work to do to get up here. Waiting on that pace truck to pull off, and Tristan Dozier going to take off with this train. Pace truck's off. Tristan Dozier, your leader. Jesse Newsom right behind him. Tyler Hamrick, be looking for Tyler and Newsom to go straight to the bottom in turn 1. I think Newsom's going to go straight to Slide Job City. He doesn't waste any time trying to get that move across the nose of Tristan Dozier, but not going to be able to set him up here with the speed he needs. Going to have to get up there to the back bumper. Caught himself sleeping as all of them one more time get into that rut entering turn 1. Tristan Dozier, your leader. Tyler Hamrick trying to track Newsom back down. Just a rough ride up around the top. Can't wait to see what the super late models do tonight around this track. Super late model action coming up after this at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. David Burkett pulling for Tyler Hamrick. We see Tyler Hamrick there in the 74 ride, keeping an eye on him. Want to jump back here and see what's going on with these two guys. Still back there now in 12th and 13th. Got a lot of work to do to get up here to the front, and now we see Jacob Diaz turned around. Oh, and bad news for Ronnie Wells. Ronnie Wells getting caught in that one. Keep an eye on what happened right here as we see Jacob Diaz and Northcutt battling a little bit into that turn. Diaz right there. Goes to the top. They both get in the wall. They both get trying to straighten it out. Diaz goes on around, just collects everybody. And Ronnie Wells, man, with more bad luck. Ronnie Wells, one more destroyed car. Not sure how many quick fixes they give these guys, but going to have to get back to the pits and see what's going on with that car and get them both fixed. And we'll get them lined back up. Tristan Dozier right there, your leader. Jesse Newsom in second. Tyler Hamrick in third. Tyson Banks, Dustin Bohannon, Brian O'Shell. Daniel Northcutt, one of them Quill Racing boys. Jacob Diaz, Mason Dozier, and Phillip Bryan round out your top 10. Phillip Bryan now in the pits. He was definitely in that wreck. I would say Andrew Moody is now your top 10 position. Keep an eye on that 4-car of Andrew Moody. He's got a little bit to prove with 7 to go. I'd like to see what he's going to do to get himself back up into some sort of position to gain any kind of cloud out of this race with what he's already had happen. Tristan Dozier there, your leader. Jesse Newsom behind him. Tyler Hamrick, Tyson Banks, Dustin Bohannon. Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fix. Seven laps to go at Port Royal. You're watching iRacing on WFR Sim Racing. If you're watching on Facebook, we want to thank you. If you're watching on Twitch, we're on YouTube Live now. And super stoked to be having the restream, doing our multi-broadcast, multi-streaming, getting us out on every platform. We're going to be looking at getting on Instagram and TikTok, Twitter. And we want to broadcast everywhere that we can broadcast every week. Also, join us on Thursday nights now for some open wheel action with the Hoosier Open Wheel Series. That's the USAC 410 wingless sprint cars. And holy, I could say shit, this is my broadcast. Holy shit, they are awesome. You want to be there watching that Thursday night at 7 p.m. The Hoosier Open Wheel Series 410 wingless sprint cars. Awesome racing, and they just got their season started. It's points racing, boys. Well, we're going to go live right here. Tristan Dozier going to lead him off single file. Jesse Newsom not going to get caught sleeping this time, I don't think. He got caught sleeping a little bit in that last restart. Going to have to go down and do something big right here. I told you he'd do it on lap one. Newsom to the bottom. Newsom over the top. Now Tristan Dozier on the inside. Dozier going to have to throw the slide job. Down and out. Newsom got to hold it together up there. Newsom got it sideways. Got to get it straight. Get it back in there, Newsom. Oh, fall in line right behind Tyler Hamrick now. Up in the wall. Everybody scraping that wall just a little bit. Bad luck there for Jesse Newsom as we jump back up here. Keep an eye on this race, and we've got a caution on the track one more time. Looks like it's going to be the 24 ride, and we'll rewind a little bit and see what happened there with that 24 car. Looked like he might have just took himself on around there. Yeah, got himself around, and man, guess who? The 3 rider, Ronnie Wells, once again collected by a spinner. Ronnie Wells just having some terrible luck tonight, keeping that car going. Staying out of the BS, man, is just bad luck for Ronnie Wells. And the 24 ride, not sure I've seen that. Oh, it's Brian O'Shell. New wrap for Brian O'Shell. I don't think I've seen that wrap. But, man, just bad luck for old Ronnie Wells, man. I tell you, he's doing his best just to get that car to do something. And got caught up in it again. You see Ronnie Wells there. My dad going for Ronnie Wells. You see Sam Wallace there said, damn. He's pulling for old Ronnie Wells. Rhonda Dozier just became a top follower of WFR Sim Racing. You know what that means, Rhonda? If we're having a giveaway, your name is already in the hat. I want to thank you for being a top follower. Thank you, Rhonda. Any giveaways you see, you don't have to play along. Your name is already in the hat. Jump on up here to our leader, Tristan Dozier. Tyler Hamrick right there on the back bumper of Tristan Dozier. Going to be pushing him around. Hopefully Tyler don't get caught sleeping. Pace truck's going to pull off about right there. We're going to get ready to go green out of 4 with 4 to go. Tristan Dozier, leader. Robbie Milburn, what's going on, Robbie? I see you. Why aren't you racing tonight? Tristan Dozier leading them off. Looks like Tyler Hamrick going to chase him down the hill, and not sure there's anything going on back there in the back. Couldn't tell. But both of them getting up there, slapping the wall a little bit. Man, they all got to have right front damage on these wheels. But Tristan Dozier, your leader, with 3 to go. Tyler Hamrick going to have to not make that high line mistake one time. Throw it down low right here, Tyler Hamrick. Throw the slide job at some point. But you see Newsom right there. Newsom's going to beat Tyler Hamrick to the slider. Probably right here on this next turn, if I've got to guess. Newsom to the bottom is my call. Not going to do it. Tristan Dozier, still your leader. Tyler Hamrick, Jesse Newsom. Tyson Banks finds his way into the 4th position now. Ronnie Wells in 7th. Andrew Moody in 8th. We saw them in the 14th and 15th position. 1 lap to go. Tristan Dozier brings him down the backstretch. One more time. Out of 3 and 4. Tristan Dozier in the wall. Tyler Hamrick up there with him. Newsom, nothing to do. It's going to be a 1-2-3. Tristan Dozier, Tyler Hamrick, and Jesse Newsom at Port Royal in the dirt street stocks tonight. All right, good racing tonight with these dirt street stocks. We're going to go right to the interviews. We got about 13 minutes before we go live with the super late models. Let's go talk to old Jesse Newsom if we can get him on the horn. Jesse Newsom. Hey, Jesse, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I didn't get third.
Oh, you didn't?
Was wrong.
Oh,
No, sir.
man. Well, hey, good talking to you, man. You ran a hell of a race. It was good to see you there.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, all right, man. Well, I'll let you get back. I'm gonna see you here. You'll be on the podium in the next race, so we'll talk. All right.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you, though.
All right, brother. Good race. Well, let's go back and see who got third. Not sure who it was. Tyler Hamrick second, but not sure who our third place was. I'll tell you who can tell us. That's Tyler Hamrick. Let's go pull Tyler into the booth. Tyler Hamrick, this is Phil up at the booth. What is going on, man? Well, you know, I don't like to see anybody beat you, but if I got to pick somebody.
It's going to be a good finish to that. I don't. Yeah, I mean, Jesse apologized. I'm glad he apologized. And we'd had a good podium finish. He ended up taking us both out of it, but part of racing. Roll with it, I reckon.
Well, did you guys get taken out of the finish?
Yeah, me and, well, I mean, I made it across the stripe. I made it across the stripe 5th.
From my end, hang on, because from my end, I don't know what finish I saw with 1 lap to go. But that's weird. I must have missed your whole finish somehow.
Yeah, on the white flag lap, Jesse Newsom kind of dumped me. And your top 3 now, Tristan ended up winning. Tyson Banks finished 2nd, and Dustin Bohannon finished 3rd. So.
Well, Lord, I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I must have missed something there somewhere. But
yeah, white flag and turn 2, buddy. I have to go check her out.
Well, give me a minute. I'm gonna go back and see if we can just pull it back up real quick and rebroadcast that possibly. Give me a second. Stay on here with me for a second, and I'll see if we can't get her back. I'm actually watching it right here at the end. 1 lap there. Hang on. Let's see. I want to see it now because I thought that I had it all figured out, and I missed something somewhere.
I wish. Like I said, me and Jesse was both going to have a good podium finish there, but it just, well, just a racing deal. I'm not going to talk bad about him. I like Jesse a bunch. Just one of them deals.
Well, man, I'll let you get back to it. I know you got to get ready for this next one, but let's get some interviews going on this next one, and I'm going to go back and see what happens, see if I can rebroadcast that piece.
10-4, Phil. Thank you
all
for
right,
all
brother.
you do.
Look forward to your next race, man.
Yes, sir.
Boy, a heartbreak from Tyler. I don't know what I missed there, but somehow I was off. I was way off, and I'm going to do my best to get back and see if we can rebroadcast this finish. I did something wrong, and I want to know what it was. But there's your guys right there, and I must have been off a lap on my broadcast on my feed or something. But we're going to get back. We're going to go back a couple laps. And here we are right here. We see Tyler Hamrick right there. I can't tell you how many laps there are to go here. Looks like, can't really tell. But right there we see Tyler. Oh, and yeah, Newsom got into him, spun him around. Tyson Banks around, and looks like Bohannon. Not sure how I missed that, ladies and gentlemen. I was off somewhere. I was either a lap behind, and I called it wrong. But that was not the finish that I saw. And let me go back one time. Y'all probably saw my mistake, but I missed my mistake there somewhere. But we're going to go back. Keep an eye on Tyler Hamrick here. There's the spin. And we come out into turn one right here. We see Newsom. They both get that same wall clip. Newsom drives it back off in there, gets in the back of Tyler Hamrick, takes him around. And, man, just bad luck. That top line had been eating them that way every time. It had been eating them up. And it wasn't anything new, but just bad luck for Newsom to be there right on the back bumper of Hamrick. I saw Newsom spin him, but I thought that was just a little bit of post-race, shenanigans that they pull. I didn't realize that I was a lap behind. But, yeah, Tyler Hamrick getting spun around there by Newsom. I don't think Newsom meant to do it, but just a bad deal. And sorry about that, guys. We missed the interviews. I'm going to try to get back and get that done right now. And we will go into session here. And give me a second to get all this fixed. That was my fault. But, hey, awesome racing, awesome turnout. Bad luck for those guys there at the end who ran such a good race. And I'm going to get back over to the Discord, and I'm going to go look for these guys. Let's see who I need first. I need old Bohannon somewhere. There he is right there. Let me see if I can get a hold of Dustin Bohannon, drag him off in here to the booth. Dustin Bohannon, this is Philip in the booth. What's going on, buddy? Man, bad deal there. I totally was off a lap, and I called the end of the race with the white flag lap and didn't realize everything that went down there in turn 1 and 2. And, well, tell me what you saw, because it looked like you slipped through there.
Oh, yeah, he looked like he got into the wall a little bit and bumped Tyler, and then I was in the right spot. I was on the bottom, so I didn't get collected, and hopefully. And good thing Tyson was off the wall a little.
Yeah, man. I saw everybody kind of getting hung up there with that right front, on the top edge, and looked like just bad timing for it to be the white flag lap and catch those guys the way it did. But, man, just kind of a raw deal, But, man, You got anybody you want to thank? You made it to the podium. Probably not the way you wanted to get there, but, hey, you're there. Who cares now, right?
Yeah.
Well, anybody you want to thank real quick?
Thank my team, Twisted Whiskey Motorsports, and Tyler for letting me run his league, and all the good racing and clean racing with me and Tyson there. We was running 4th and 5th for a while.
Man, I like watching you guys run, and you had a few fans there on the feed watching you. A lot of guys shouting out your name. Let me go back here. I'll tell you who they were there. If I can find them again. Somebody yelled your name. William Taylor and Austin Kinsey and Peter Como. They were all yelling for you there in the comments. So tell them hi. They were all saying hey to you.
All guys I race with at home, and they helped me on my car. I helped them on their cars.
Well, cool, man. Well, hey, good job tonight, buddy. Good to see you on the podium. And we'll see you in the next race, right? You're going to go run the late models.
Yep.
All right, buddy. We'll see you, man. All right, let's see who else we can drag over into here. Tyson Banks. Got to go figure out where he's at, though. Tyson Banks. I don't see him anywhere. Don't see Tyson in the Discord. But you know who I do see is this guy right here. Let me see if I can get him down here with me. Tristan Dozier. This is Phil up in the booth. Talk to me. Hello, Tristan. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Phil. What's going on?
What's going on, man? You doing all right?
Oh, yeah. Doing pretty good. Pretty excited. It's usually best tracks to run at, but figured out a way to pull it off tonight. So.
You're the only guy that sounds very excited about that finish. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, man, look, I'm excited to, take the win, but, man, I hated seeing Tyler get turned like that. We were having a good race, the whole time. And
seemed like that top lip kept grabbing that right front, and just sucking y'all up there. But you kind of had it figured out, and it looked like just bad timing to be the white flag for Newsom to be there, at the wrong place, the wrong time, really.
Yeah, for real. I mean, first half of the race, before it slicked off up there at the top, you could run the eye line and, drive off pretty good. But once it started getting slick up there and you just kind of slid up past that groove that everybody was running, you grabbed the wall. And there really wasn't no way to get around it. If you dropped down under the slick, then, you were just way off the field. And there really wasn't no other way to keep it out front, unless you rode that wall up there.
Oh yeah, man. Well, hey, good watching. You had some fans in the comment section. A couple of my family members got in there. I know somebody was saying they were going for the Dozier boys, and Kenny Bruce, good friend of ours in Texas, was pulling for you. And who is Rhonda? Rhonda Dozier.
Yeah, that's my stepmom. Yeah,
yeah, she's on there. She's always pulling for y'all. And tonight she became one of our top followers, so that's a cool
good
deal
deal.
too.
Yeah, she's always been on here rooting for us. So
Well,
appreciate
cool,
her
man.
getting
Well,
on
hey,
there.
I love watching you, man. I got on there and I pulled Tyler in, and I was going to talk some shit to him about you beating him, and I didn't realize that I missed the white. I called the finish on the white flag because somehow I was off a lap, and I called the finish on the white flag. So I got Tyler in there, and I was going to talk shit to him about you beating him, and then I realized that he was pretty upset. So I slid him on back over to where he came from.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully we can put on a show in the supers. Try to have the same outcome, but we'll see how it goes because I don't do too well when I'm here. So.
Well, you guys always do put on a show, man. It's good to see you win this one, and I'm always pulling for you. You had a lot of new people pulling for you that never heard of you before, so that's cool. I'm glad that we're doing that for you too. And well, hey, bud, I'm looking forward to watching. You got about 2 minutes to get back into that one, so I'm going to let you slide out of here, and I'll see you in the super late model race.
All right, thank you, Phil.
All right, man. Take care. All right, and there you heard it, Tristan Dozier. We're going to get out of this one. I got to get over here and get something fixed here. You guys are still looking at the track view. Let's give you, check out my new promo. All right, and we're going to get the new session loaded. It starts in about 2 minutes, so we're right on time to be getting this next race going. The super late models at Port Royal. You're watching WFR Sim Racing on iRacing. If you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, thank you guys for watching. We do appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. It says live track feed starting soon. We're about to pull it right back up. I'm exiting this track, and we're going to slide over and get logged right back into the next session. Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fixed. And once again, want to let you guys know that they have added back the heat races now. Before it was just qualifying, then straight to a 50-lap main. We're going to be calling some heat races tonight with these super late models. Keep in mind, these guys get to choose between a pro late model and a super late model. A lot of the rookies are going with this pro late model because of the throttle control, a little bit more control of that car. And I'll tell you what, last week, the pro late model was right up there up front with the super late model. Not having any problems keeping up. A little bit easier to handle for the newer guys in iRacing, but be on the lookout. Some of these guys are in the pros, some of these guys are in the supers, and not sure how to tell. Hang on, maybe I can tell you. Trying to see if there's any differences in the car that I can see or spot to tell you about, but I don't see any. No differences that we can really point out on the track to tell you who's in what. Might be able to go down here and see who's registered. Let's see that either. And it's time to register. We're going to be getting in right now. Give us just a couple of seconds to get everything loaded up. Down to 8 viewers. I really hate the changeover because we lose a lot of viewers. But do me a favor, tell all your friends while we're down right now, shoot your friends. Hit that share button. Send it in a message to a friend and say, hey, man, come over and watch some good dirt racing with me. They're about to pull some super late models out on the sim track at Port Royal on iRacing. And the coolest guy in North Texas is broadcasting it. His name's Phil. I never heard of him, but he does a pretty good job. Kenneth, Nikki Smith, I see y'all. William Taylor, see you there commenting. Sam Wallace, Robbie Milburn. Let's see, David Burkett, thank you. Kenny Bruce, Jeff Hauser here. Rhonda Crossan Dozier, that's the stepmother of them Dozier boys. Cody Smith, see you there, Cody. Harley Morris. And let's see who else. Larry Drawhorn. Where you at, Larry? You hadn't said anything in a little while. You've been quiet, Larry. Larry, usually pretty talkative on here. He's been a little quiet tonight. Like y'all hitting those thumbs up buttons. Let's do some fireworks. Let's get the fireworks going. Thumbs up and hearts. Hit it about 300 times fast as you can. Let me know you're watching. And it's time to line up some super late models here at Port Royal. As always, 10-minute practice session. The first 5 minutes of shut down to get everybody in. And at 1 minute, 20 seconds from now, you're going to see these guys hit the gas, get the practice session going. Who do you think? Tell me in the comments, who do you think is going to have the fastest practice lap? 8 viewers right now. I want all 8 of you. 10 of you now. Who is going to have the fastest practice lap in this race? Fastest practice lap in this race. Who's it going to be? I'm keeping an eye on Drawhorn tonight. Drawhorn had a little bit of bad luck in those street stocks. Never even called his name in the street stock race. Never saw him get up there anywhere, but we're going to keep an eye on him in these late models. I like watching Drawhorn in the late model. Let me know who's going to be the fastest in practice. Who do you think it's going to be tonight? It's going to be Tyler Hamrick. It's going to be Tristan Dozier, Mason Dozier. It's going to be Justin Drawhorn. Might be Drawhorn tonight. Let's see. 13 seconds, and they're going to roll out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and it's time to pull out on the track, ladies and gentlemen. It's practice time at Port Royal. You're watching WFR Sim Racing. Want to thank you guys for tuning in. And once again, please share. Send it to your friends. Tell your friends to come over and watch. Tell them old Phil called and said, come in. And we're going to see who's got the fastest lap. We take a look at Drawhorn there in the 017 ride. There you got old Ronnie Wells. Zach Bingham right now with the fastest lap with a 1789. 19-second laps in the rookie race. 17-second lap here in the practice. See the 13 ride right there of who is in the 13. He's got the wrong number on his ride. We're going to call him Linda. That's Bohannon. Dustin Bohannon. There he is, 13. Mason Dozier right now with the fast lap in practice. Jesse Newsom, second fastest. Tyson Banks, Zach Bingham, Justin Drawhorn, Tristan Dozier, Andrew Moody, Ronnie Wells, Daniel Northcutt, Dustin Bohannon, Jacob Diaz, and Philip Bryan in this one so far. All right, if you're from Georgia, click that heart button about 10 times. If you're from Georgia, show me a little Georgia pride down there. Click that heart button. Let me know where you're from there, Georgia. And if you're from Texas, I'm in Texas. If you're in Texas watching, give me a thumbs up. Click that thumbs up about 4 or 5 times. Let me know you're watching from the Lone Star State. 2 minutes left here in practice. Keep an eye on that 27 rider, Zach Bingham. Mason Dozier, your fastest still in practice. Jesse Newsom, Justin Drawhorn, third fastest. We weren't too far off there, Larry. Where are my Texas people at? If you're watching in Texas, click that thumbs up down there at the bottom. Let me know you're watching in Texas. Comment. Let me know what city you're watching in. I'd love to know what city you're watching from. Got an eye there on Justin Drawhorn up there around the top. Now fourth fastest as Jesse Newsom and Daniel Northcutt slide on in there in second, third fastest. 1 minute left in practice laps. Mason Dozier might be the guy to watch tonight with the fastest laps so far in the practice session. With 1 minute left, let's see if anybody's going to knock Mason Dozier out of that top spot in practice. Got an eye on Drawhorn right now. Tristan Dozier, baby, going to slide up in there. Knock Mason Dozier down the second fastest. Golly, by a quarter of a second. Tristan Dozier, a quarter of a second faster than Mason Dozier, your fastest time so far. Tristan Dozier with a 17:35. A quarter of a second faster than the field. That is fast, ladies and gentlemen. 17:35 by Tristan Dozier. Wow, Tristan Dozier, a quarter of a second faster than the field. Gonna be a good one to watch tonight. Tyler Hamrick down there, 8th fastest so far in practice, but practice doesn't mean much. But Tristan Dozier setting a little bit of a precedence there, letting them know he's here tonight. It's time for some qualifying. You're watching Port Royal on WFR Sim Racing, iRacing on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Check out Dubby, and use my promo code WFR to get 10% off your order. It's the premium energy drink for gamers all over the world. That's Dubby. No artificial dyes. That's been a big deal lately. Everybody been worried about those dyes. No artificial dyes in Dubby. Makes you feel good, makes you feel all funny inside. They say WFR is your code for 10% off. And we're going to talk about this 2024 schedule for the Weekend Challenger Racing Series coming up. Knoxville in January. Going to kick off the season. Go to Lernerville, Lucas Oil, I-55, Eldora, Lima Land, Volusia, Lincoln, Charlotte. Then we're off in March for 1 week back here at Port Royal. Round this thing off in May, 5 months of racing. Tyler Hamrick right now looks to be the fastest qualifier. Tristan Dozier a quarter second off of Tyler Hamrick now. Tristan was a quarter second faster than the field in practice. Now finds himself a quarter second behind the leader. Jesse Newsom now your fastest. Jesse Newsom so far top qualifier. Tyler Hamrick tied with Jesse Newsom for the fastest qualifying time there. Tyson Banks. 0.12 off the fast time. Pretty close times here. Mason Dozier and Drawhorn tied there with the same time. Tristan Dozier and Bingham got the same qualifying times. Man, so really 1, 2, only about 3 little bitty ticks there separate our top 6, top 7. Top 7, all going to be a really fast race tonight, and those guys are going to be all up there battling it out. I'd like to see a little 4 wide action if I can get it out of them. Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fix. Jesse Newsom, currently your top qualifier. Then we're going to take him to the heat races. I believe the heat races are a pill draw. Don't recall what they said about the heat races in the details they sent out. Let's get those viewers back up. As you guys will please share, like, comment, everything. Even your comments help other people see our broadcast. So when you comment, it makes a big difference for us. Valley, Alabama, Hannibal, Missouri. Let's see here. Who else? Where we got? Where's everybody from? And it's time for heat race number 1. Going to get them lined up. See Tyson Banks there on the outside. Tristan Dozier and Mason Dozier starting side by side. Newsom on the pole for the heat race number 1. Then we see Northcutt there. And I believe that's the 68 ride. Hello, Sue Bass. I see Sue Bass watching. Cody Smith says he's got the 74 ride to win the big show tonight. That's Tyler Hamrick. Sue Bass going from Mason Dozier. And we're going to get him rolling. Jesse Newsom, baby, going to get him rolling in the super late models at Port Royal tonight. Heat race number 1 rolling out. Tyson Banks still sleeping on that start. Man, Tyson, you got to get up there and race, son. 23 rider Mason Dozier now in second place. On the inside of him, Tristan Dozier. As Newsom just handed the lead by Tyson Banks. Not sure what was going on there, but second time tonight that Tyson's been sleeping on the start there on the outside of the pole. We see those Dozier boys. Tristan Dozier back there throwing the slide job right across the nose of his brother Mason. Tyson Banks there on the inside. Daniel Northcutt there on the outside, up on the 4th, 5th position. As we see Tristan Dozier trying to make that bottom work to get up there to Newsom. Tristan Dozier in the 28 ride. Tyson Banks throwing it down low. Mason Dozier chasing him around the top, trying to get up there on that back bumper. Mason Dozier slaps the wall with the right rear quarter panel. Going to go to the bottom. Not going to be able to connect no slider here. But is he? Nope. Going to fall back in line. Mason Dozier there in the 23 ride. Don't see a whole lot of Mason. But now he's up here racing for the top 3 right now in the heat race. 2 to go. Jesse Newsom, your leader. Two laps to go. Jesse Newsom leading it. Tristan Dozier right behind him. Mason Dozier. Tyson Banks and Daniel Northcutt ran out your top 5 as we see those Dozier boys up around the top trying to make something work. Mason Dozier, is he going to go to the bottom? Mason Dozier throws a slide job across Tristan. Right across the nose. Tristan Dozier with 1 to go. Gets hooked up by Tyson Banks. And that's the end of it. Newsom, your winner. Mason Dozier in second. Tristan Dozier third. Jesse Newsom going to bring home the win in that one. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Hamrick. We talked to him after that last race. After my mistake in the broadcast, I called the race on the white flag. Not sure how I did it, but right there we see Tyler Hamrick. Pretty upset about the finish there in the dirt street stocks. Back to redeem himself tonight. Right behind him, one of my favorites to watch, that's Justin Drawhorn in the 17 ride. On the outside there in the 80 car, there he is. Gonna get them all rolling now. Pace car's off already. Tyler Hamrick, your leader right here. Gonna get them rolling as quick as we can. And out of turn 4, Tyler Hamrick gonna lead him off. 74 ride. We see the 80 of Robbie Milburn there on the outside, trying to make that top end work. Gonna get the big run off the top. Right there on the inside of him, though. Let me see what we're looking at. Justin Drawhorn, and we got a big wreck in the back. Going to draw the caution. And no caution for the wreck in the back. They're going to keep them rolling. And we got a caution. We'll go back and see what happened there. Looks like the 25 of Philip Bryan and maybe the 27 of Bingham. Bingham down there on the inside. Oh, looks like Bohannon. Let's go to Bohannon's ride real quick. We'll get in the cockpit and we'll go backwards here. See what Bohannon saw there on that run. But there's a 27 car. See Bohannon here on the inside. Dives it down. Just tries to let out. It sounds like you can hear the car shut down. Too little too late. Maybe the 27 ride got a little bit sideways there. So we go back and see what happened with the 27 car. Oh, not too sure there. It looked like Bohannon might have just gotten to the back of him a little bit. We get him lined back up. Tyler Hamrick and leader Robbie Milburn, Justin Drawhorn, Brian O'Shell, Jacob Diaz, Dustin Bohannon, Zach Bingham, Philip Bryan in this one. Tyler Hamrick, your current leader, as the pace truck pulls off. Tyler Hamrick going to lead him single file. Robbie Milburn needs to get up there on that back bumper as we'll switch cameras right about here and see this restart coming out of 4. Robbie Milburn right there on the back bumper of Tyler Hamrick as we get him rolling. Heat race number 2. We're halfway of 6 laps. Tyler Hamrick, your leader, around the bottom. Robbie Milburn up around the top, trying to get a little bit of momentum to make something work. Get out there ahead of Tyler Hamrick if you can. Keeping an eye on that 80 ride. There he goes. Big slide job. Is he going to throw it? Slide job city. Milburn down across the bottom. Tyler Hamrick checks up a little bit there, door to door. Milburn takes the lead on the backstretch, down around the bottom one more time as Milburn. Tyler Hamrick going to have to fall in, or is Tyler going to throw the slider? 2 laps to go. Tyler Hamrick down around the bottom, no slide job, just door-to-door racing. As we keep an eye on these two, Tyler Hamrick going to get trapped down on the bottom. Milburn trying to keep him down there, not wanting to let him in. Tyler Hamrick got to fall in line. 1 lap to go at the line. Milburn, your new leader. Tyler Hamrick up around the outside. Is he going to throw the slide job right here? What does Milburn do? Tyler Hamrick to the inside. Big slider, not going to connect. Door to door. They're door to door coming out of 4. Milburn going to be your winner just by nose. And Tyler Hamrick, second place in the heat race. Great racing there by Tyler Hamrick, trying to pull that one off. But Robbie Milburn going to be your winner of heat race number 2. And here's your lineup. Jesse Newsom, Robbie Milburn, Mason Dozier, Tyler Hamrick, Tristan Dozier, Justin Drawhorn, Tyson Banks, Brian O'Shell, Daniel Northcutt, Jacob Diaz, Ronnie Wells, Philip Bryan, Timothy Jensen, Zach Bingham, Andrew Moody, and Dustin Bohannon with the EOLs, it may appear. And Jesse Newsom, you guys tell me in the comments who's going to finish this one. That was a hell of a race. Great race there in that heat race. Milburn and Tyler Hamrick just throwing it at each other. Tyler Hamrick said, I'll go door to door with you for a heat race win. Let me know who's going to win this feature race. If it's going to be Tyler Hamrick, I want to see all hearts. All hearts. If it's going to be one of the Dozier boys, I want to see all thumbs up. And if it's going to be, let's get some mad faces. Mad faces if it's going to be Newsom. Because Newsom is one of the bad guys, I think. Newsom is the arch enemy of these guys when it comes to the slide jobs, when it comes to door-to-door racing, when it comes to put the bumper on that ass. Newsom will do it to you every time. So I want to see some mad faces if you think Newsom's going to win it. Harley Morris says it's going to be Mason Dozier. But let's get them rolling. Mason Dozier there on the inside, second row, right behind Newsom. Robbie Milburn up on the outside. Tyler Hamrick right behind him. Gonna be a good one here. Gonna be a barn burner. I guarantee you we're gonna go 4 wide. We're gonna go 5 wide. And the guys you see at the beginning of this race are not the guys you better expect to see at the end of this race. Jesse Newsom gonna lead them off out of turn 4. We're gonna kick the tires, light the fires, baby. Here we go. Super late model racing at Port Royal. It's time. You're watching WFR Sim Racing. Jesse Newsom gonna lead them off. And Milburn real quick with the slider. Going to go right to the front. Going to bring it right back down to the bottom. Lock it down. And we got our first caution already. Looks like there's your caution. Maybe. Not sure that's what caused it, but looks like it. And we're going to get them lined back up. Man. Was Robbie Milburn ready to get to the front of this race or what? I'll tell you what, if you get out to the front, you get the clean air, you get the advantage in these cars, and you got to make everybody else chase you down. Robbie Milburn knows that. He knows he's got to get to the front of this pack as quick as he can to get out of trouble. With Jesse Newsom down there on the bottom, he knows that he's going to have Jesse Newsom on his back bumper. Jesse Newsom going to throw the haymakers for 50 laps. I guarantee it. Not going to see a whole lot of fall in line from Newsom tonight. Mason Dozier and Tyler Hamrick on that second row. Looks like we're going to have a complete restart, maybe. Only 8 viewers right now for this incredible race. Let's get some viewers in here. Get the shares out there. Get them going. Help me get some people in here. Let's get this thing watched. As we see them rolling around. Jesse Newsom up there, your leader. Going to jump in the cockpit with old Jesse real quick. Jesse Newsom, we look from his driver's seat. Jump over here to Robbie Milburn now. Robbie Milburn there on the outside. We're going to get the pace truck off the track. It's going to be time to go racing. As we ride with Jesse Newsom, waiting on that pace truck to whip it on in there. It's going to be time to go dirt racing. I believe we got a few guys maybe trying to get back on the pace. As we see them getting lined up, waiting on that pace truck to pull in. Newsom antsy to get on the gas. Robbie Milburn antsy to get to the front. I guarantee you, Newsom's going to do whatever he's got to do to hold Robbie Milburn down after that last restart. Robbie got the run on him, got around him, and then pinned him to the bottom. Told Newsom, if you're going to race me, you're going to have to race me the hard way. Took him down to the bottom and made him stay there. As we look to go green one more time. Foggy day here at Port Royal. And we get him rolling. Jesse Newsom going to lead him off. And here they come. Robbie Milburn now going to take that lead like I told you. Robbie got to get out there, but I told you Jesse Newsom's going to throw the haymakers. Not afraid to race for 50 laps is Jesse Newsom. Ready to rock and roll tonight. He says the front is mine. I'm going to stay there, Robbie. Robbie now having a battle with Mason Dozier. Getting down there to the bottom. Mason trying to make that bottom work as they go 3 wide for the lead. Newsom on the outside. Milburn on the inside. Tyler Hamrick back there in the back trying to find a hole. As we see now, Newsom going to step out, and these guys in the back, just a big race. Oh, Tristan Dozier going to get side by side with Tyler Hamrick, get him a little bit sideways. Shook him up a little bit. Jump back here and take a look at this race here. Tristan Dozier, Tyler Hamrick, Tyson Banks. All of them back there battling for the same real estate right now. Tyler Hamrick with that WFR logo up there on the back deck. I see it there, Tyler. Thank you for the support, buddy. And we jump back up here and take a look at old Robbie Milburn trying to chase him around the top. Robbie, not all the momentum he had on that restart. But Mason Dozier now locked down there to the bottom, having to commit and make it work. Mason Dozier trying to get around Robbie Milburn on the inside. Going to have to go back to the top. Mason did not want to be locked down there, but he had no choice if he wanted to race him side by side. And Tyler Hamrick up there. Tyson Banks now on the inside of him. As we keep an eye on this race right here, this is from about 4th place on back, I believe. Tyler Hamrick trying to make that top line work around the top of Tyson Banks. We also see the 23 ride there of Mason Dozier. Right up there in the front. Jump in the cockpit with, let's see if we can jump off in the cockpit real quick here with Tyson Banks, who seems to have his hands full. They're on the bottom underneath Tyler Hamrick and Mason Dozier. Tyler Hamrick squeezing through up there on the top. Probably praying that Tyson don't let it get out of control while he's pinned up there in the wall. So we see right there Tyler Hamrick on the top side. Somebody sneaking in there. I believe that's Drawhorn. Oh, no. That's old Tristan Dozier. Tristan Dozier trying to track down Tyler Hamrick there. As you see Tyson Banks. Oh! Slides up. Gets into Tristan Dozier just a little bit. See if we can go back and see that again. No, it's not there. Looks like we got a crash. She's pulled in now, but gotta get back up here to our leader. Jesse Newsom, your leader still. Pace truck pulls out. A lot of debris on the track. Not sure who got into the wall. I believe it was the 24 car, maybe, of Brian O'Shell. We're going to see if we can go back and see what happened there. There we go. I believe it's the 4 car here. Moody just gets up into the wall there, maybe. Let's go back and see. Maybe I missed something. We see the 4 car Moody by himself up there. It looks like he just got ripped up by that top lip. Sucked him into the wall. Ripped the whole nose off of it. That's going to be Moody in the 4 ride. Andrew Moody. As we get him lined back up. And we lost our camera one more time. Hopefully our camera jumps back to where it belongs here. 12 laps in on a 50-lap feature. 10 viewers. Appreciate all you guys watching. Y'all getting them comments. Let me know what you think about this racing tonight. Let me know if you want to see anything different, if you want me to do anything different. If you got suggestions, I'll take them. I'm all about the suggestions. I'm all about trying to get this thing to work the right way. Man, I even got a camera right there. Y'all can see me. Got the old NOS flag back there on my back. And but I'm not going to leave that up. Y'all can see my bald head today. But what's up, guys? Hey, I'm Phil. You're watching WFR Sim Racing. I want to thank y'all. Appreciate it, man. All your support means a lot to me. Thank y'all. trying to get the camera system to work for us. And, man, I really hope we don't miss the start as they're pulling off now. And, man, the cameras are doing it again, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. I'm doing my best to get it back to them as quick as I can. There we go. And we're green. Jesse Newsom going to lead him off. Did you see Robbie Milburn there behind him? Robbie getting a fresh restart. He probably wanted that. Robbie Milburn going to have to make some moves now to get that car back up there to the front with this fresh restart he's got. Tyler Hamrick up there on the outside with him. Tyson Banks, Tristan Dozier, and Mason Dozier both down on the bottom. Locked down there. Hopefully maybe they're going to try to get to the top here in a second. But we take a look right now. Tyler Hamrick going to get up here and take a look at this race between Milburn and Newsom. Milburn going to throw the big slider up there. Going to lock Newsom in. Newsom down low. Oh, gets into Mason Dozier. Mason Dozier sideways. Get back there to Mason. Oh, bad luck for Mason. Oh, going to have to go back to the previous crash and just see what all happened there. But there was a lot going on. As we saw right there, it was Mason Dozier. Let's watch what happens here. Just a big chain reaction for everybody, too. So we're going to watch Mason Dozier here on the inside. Newsom there gets shoved down a little bit by Milburn. Milburn gets into him, but not sure what happened up here that got... Let's go back to the 8 car and see what happened with the 8 car after that wreck, because Newsom was pretty shook up. Looked like Milburn got down into him. They got door to door. Now we're going to watch this from this perspective. Milburn was up on the top there, had the run, gets up to the top, drives it down a little bit, gets into Newsom. Newsom gets into Mason. Now Newsom gets it under control. Goes up here, throws the slider across the top of Milburn. Milburn doesn't check up, takes him on around. I'm not going to call that one. I'm going to stay out of it. But let's do this. Let's get in the car of the 80 ride. And let's go back one more time and just see what the 80 ride saw there. As we get in the cockpit. Newsom just throws the slider in there, but just not enough to get it there. As we get them all lined back up, I'll be anxious to see where everybody's at now. Newsom not up there in the front now. We see Tristan Dozier. We see Tyson Banks. Tyler Hamrick just got caught up in that deal. Bad deal for Tyler Hamrick there. We'll go to that previous crash and keep an eye on Tyler Hamrick real quick. Now we'll watch Tyler Hamrick right there. Just got caught up in it. Bad luck for him. Oh, tore the car up. Gonna put him on the back now. Oh, just a bad deal. I think the caution was already out. Not sure how they're going to call that one, but I believe the caution was already out before Tyler Hamrick got in that mess. So going to be anxious to see. It looks like Tyler Hamrick getting the end of line. Bad break for Hamrick if the caution wasn't out already. And we'll get up here to our leaders on this restart. Now your leader, going to be Robbie Milburn, your leader. Tristan Dozier right behind him as we see Tyson Banks trying to get down there and challenge him on the bottom. Tyson Banks going to keep it there, fall in line now. Tristan Dozier going to be the guy to watch. And there's that 27 ride of Zach Bingham. Haven't seen a whole lot of Zach Bingham for the last few weeks, but now we see him up here battling for the podium spot. As this race has took an incredible turn. Not sure what's going to be said in the review room about what happened there, but let's go see what happened on this one. What caused this caution? Looks like the 51 of Diaz and the 25 of Philip Bryan. We see the 51 there up top. And Philip Bryan may have just slid on up the track and just kind of got off into the lane there. Not real sure. Hard to call from my perspective, but looked like Philip Bryan just drifted up the track just enough to get himself turned around. So we look to get him back lined up. Going to jump up here to our leaders. Tristan Dozier, we see him there. We also see the 747 there of Tyson Banks, 17 laps into a 50-lap feature. Gonna be watching this guy right here. Tyler Hamrick gonna have to fight his way back up here to the front. A lot of people out of this race already. Northcutt out. Andrew Moody out. O'Shell out. Timothy Jensen out. Jesse Newsom in the pits. Gonna keep an eye. There's a lot of racing to go. This race is not over. I think you're gonna see Newsom back up at the front. I think you're gonna see Tyler Hamrick back up here at the front. You're gonna see Ronnie Wells back at the front. Tristan Dozier, probably gonna see him for sure at the front of this race if he's not winning it. But now we see Robbie Milburn pulling back out. Robbie Milburn went to the pits. Not sure why. Keep an eye on the 74 car. Keep an eye on the 3 car back there. Your underdogs at this point. Not sure where Newsom is. Daniel Northcutt may be out of this race. As we see Robbie Milburn, your leader, leading them off. Tyson Banks there behind him. Tristan Dozier, third position there. We'll go back there to take a look at Tristan. As look who's back in 4th place. Tyler Hamrick went to the back, found his way back up. He's back in 4th already. Tyler Hamrick might have got his spot back. I'm not sure. He may have started back in his spot. I believe the caution was out before that wreck happened. But Tyler Hamrick now back up to fight with Tristan Dozier for a podium position. I think we're going to see some hellacious driving out of Tyler Hamrick at this point. He had a really bad night in the dirt street stock, having a bad night now in the late model, having a good run, but I think he's got a chip on his shoulder. You're going to see him throwing some haymakers here tonight, I think. Tyler Hamrick now tracking down Tristan Dozier, trying to get around him. Going to throw the slide job. No, just a little slider. Gets out there in front of him, gets the whip. Tristan Dozier going to have to come back to the inside, fall back in line behind Tyler Hamrick. Now back in the podium position. Tristan Dozier goes low. It tightens up on him. Not enough. Not enough sauce on the taco, baby. Tristan Dozier, not enough to throw what he thought he was going to throw. Going to get back up there around the top, pick up some momentum. Tyler Hamrick now down around the bottom. Not sure that's a wise choice to try running the bottom there, but he did. Running the top out of 3 and 4. See if he goes back to the bottom here. Tyler Hamrick liking the bottom on 1 and 2, liking the top on 3 and 4. Keeping an eye on Tyler now, back up in the podium position. We also see that 27 rider, Zach Bingham, still trying to hang on. He's in the top 5 right now. We don't see a lot of Zach Bingham when we broadcast, but tonight we do see that Zach working his way up there, trying to stay in top contender for this race. Finds himself in the top 5 tonight. Robbie Milburn, you're still your leader. Way on out there with a little over 3/4 now, a 1 second lead over Tyson Banks. Tyson Banks right back there behind him. And then we got Tyler Hamrick right there in the 3rd position, still tracking him down. We go back here and take a look at Tristan Dozier. Running that 4th position now, struggling to keep up it seems. Tristan Dozier with the WFR logo there on his hood. Appreciate that, Tristan. Thank you for the support. Ryan Wilmer says he's going for Zach Bingham. Not a whole lot going on right here. 24 laps to go. We're a little over halfway. And they're spread out pretty good. Not a whole lot of racing to be seen so far. Might be a little bit of racing going on back here with Mason Dozier. Let's go take a look at Mason. We see Drawhorn trying to chase him around the bottom of the track. Get the run on him. Drawhorn going to pull up beside him now. Drawhorn might go to the bottom. Throw the old slider. Not enough momentum. Just going to have to race them side by side through that turn as they come out of turn 1 and 2. Strawhorn trying to battle it out with Mason Dozier a little bit. And they're back there in the 6th and 7th position. Jump back up here and take a look at Tyler Hamrick. Not much going on here with Tyler. Tyson Banks there. Not a whole lot going on. Trying to chase down Robbie Milburn. Let's go see if we can find Brian O'Shell. Drag him down here with me. Brian O'Shell, this is Philip in the booth.
Hey, man, how about it?
Call this one with me. Robbie Milburn, man, he done stepped out. I'll tell you what, on that first start, he took off on Jesse Newsom. I don't know where you were and what you saw, but he wanted to get to the front and get that open air, and I can tell you, the open air is everything if you don't have anybody in front of you on these cars.
Yeah, man, you got to be out there, and you got to stay out there and make sure you don't make any mistakes, and just run a clean race. Try to keep banging the wall, and that's key to this place.
Looks like old Tyler Hamrick got his hands full back there. Tristan trying to track him down, but Tristan struggling a little bit with a tight car. Maybe it looks pretty tight in the turns, but Tyler Hamrick got caught up in that caution. Now he finds himself back up on the podium position, but not enough sauce on the tacos, Tyler Hamrick tonight to be able to pull up there without another caution. Might be able to get a run on these boys, but it looks like Robbie Milburn pretty fast tonight.
Oh, yeah, Robbie's fast no matter wherever he goes. With Tyler, man, it's like stirring the hornet. You get him pissed off and get him rattled up, he's going to come back and make some moves, and you'll see him up in the top podium spot as you see now. Like I said, he'll make those moves for sure.
Well, you know, I called that race wrong in the street stocks. I called the finish on the white flag lap, and I had no idea that all the drama went down with Newsom and Hamrick. And I can tell you, after that last wreck in this race with Hamrick, I could tell that he had a fire under his ass when that green flag came out, because whole different driver when Tyler Hamrick's pissed off. I can tell you that. Oh, yeah, he's like that. And when we're at the, real life racetrack, Tyler puts his helmet on. He's serious about running these races, and he doesn't take anything lightly. No matter what he does, he gives it 100%, no matter what, where he does, where he goes. Well, you can hear his heart whenever he talks to you, man. And when he's upset, he's upset. And when he's excited, he's excited. And it's not hard to tell where Tyler's coming from when you chat with him, Oh yeah, I've learned a lot from him over the last few weeks. I've been running with these guys, and it's been a blast running with them. And you can't ask for a better group of guys. We put on the best show we can, that's for sure. Tristan Dozier throwing the slide job across Tyler now. Tyler going to have to return it. Here comes Tyler down the inside, back up in the position. Tyler going to throw it up across the top. Tristan Dozier threw a nice little slider, kept it clean, but now he's going to find himself right side by side with the quarter panel. Tristan Dozier down around the bottom, throws another slider. Tyler Hamrick going to have to return it. There he goes. Now these two right here they put on the best racing you will ever see right here. The sliders that they throw, they just know each other and when to give each other room, and they give the best tight, close racing you'll ever see right here. Well, I'll tell you what, man, if you listen to all of my broadcasts, you hear me talk about these two, and I like to see them get together. I like to see them race. They both race with heart, and I tell you, Tyler doesn't take it lightly, man, and Tristan's become one of my favorites to watch, and I kind of rub it in on Tyler every chance I get. But, man, watching these guys go door to door is awesome every week, man. If I can get them side by side, it makes for a good broadcast. Here we go, Tyler to the inside. What's he going to do here? Tyler Hamrick going to throw it up there. They're going. Yes, sir. Watch for the crossover right here coming in. Tyler will throw it up there, and you'll see Tristan come down, and there he goes right here. He'll cross him over, and you'll see it again coming in 3 and 4. Tyler going to get to that inside. Not going to have it right here, but Tyler going to have to make one big move, and there he goes. Big slider for Tyler Hamrick across the bottom. Gets up there onto that loose stuff. Going to slow down that momentum, and Tristan returns it. Yep, there's your slider, and then he's going to cross him over, and Tyler's in the wall, and here comes Tristan coming up. Here we go. Both are banging the boards right there. You'll see Tyler get a run coming right here on the front stretch. I'm going to let you call these next few laps, man. You keep an eye on these guys. Let us know what they got going on. We'll see what we got here. You're going to see Tyler and Mason, or Tyler and Tristan going back at it. Here's your slider again. He's going to cross him back up.
It's going to be close here. There he goes. He got him cleared. And you'll see Tyler. He'll figure out what he's going to do, and he's figuring out his next move before he gets down here in 3 and 4.
Drove it off in there head first that time.
Yes, sir.
Nose in the wall right there just to drive it through. He didn't throw the slider. He drove it through.
Oh, yeah. And here you go. Like I said, these two right here just put on the best race you'll ever see right here. And the respect these two have, man, no matter what. They can bounce off each other and wipe each other out, but they've raced so tight, so close for so long, man. They just have the best respect for each other. 4
laps to go. I'm going to jump up here and take a look at Robbie Milburn, but I think we know where he's at. I think the race right now is between the 74 and the 28. I'm going to go back and keep an eye on them, as now we got Tyson Banks down in the wall. 3 to go, and a caution comes out.
Oh, man, he's down here at the bottom. Looks like he's backing out.
Let me go back. I think you're a lap behind me somehow.
Yeah, I'm watching your broadcast. I've already backed out of the race.
Oh, okay, cool. I think you're just about 6 seconds behind me, so we're doing
Yeah.
pretty good, though. We're doing all right. But got the caution. I'm going to go back and see what happened there with Tyson Banks and see if I can find him. Looks like he just drove it up the wall there. Yeah.
Yeah, when you get stuff like that, man, it's just a 4 to go. You're just trying to pick up whatever little bit you can, and it looks like he just went for all he could get, got a little too much, and it just got up there and bit him. When you get in the wall up here, that's it.
Yeah, man, I've played with these late models a little bit, and there's no forgiveness if you even tap the right front. There's not a lot of forgiveness, and then here comes old mate. You know, you got wheel damage, and it don't take much to tap that wall with the right front, and it's over for you.
Oh, yeah. It's easy to break a right front off on one of these cars, man, when you get in the wall.
Well, we're going to restart them. Robbie Milburn going to roll them off. They're going green and trying to get to a good... Tyler Hamrick behind Tristan Dozier throws the slider down low. They're trying to track down Milburn, but I don't think they're going to do it. It's going to be a race right here between the top 5 as we see Tyler Hamrick on the inside, throws across. Tristan Dozier going to come down on the inside and got... Who is that? Drawhorn behind him.
Yeah, I was about to say, y'all keep an eye on old Justin now. He's one that'll come from the back. He's a sleeper now. He's quiet, but when the time comes and it counts, he's there always towards the end.
2 laps to go as we go up here. We're going to take the chopper view, and we're going to keep an eye on this race. We know where Robbie Milburn's at. He's your winner right now with 2 laps to go. But right now, let's see what's going to happen with this podium finish between Tyler Hamrick, Tristan Dozier. And we're going to jump up here to our leader, Robbie Milburn. Going to bring him around one more time. And Robbie Milburn going to be your winner tonight at Port Royal. Tristan Dozier right behind him, second place. Tyler Hamrick going to round out the podium. Zach Bingham, 4th place. Justin Drawhorn. Well, man, I tell you what, I appreciate you jumping in here with me. I saw you in the comments, and I figured I'd get you over here in the booth with me.
Yeah, man, I'd like to do this again with you. I have to make sure I stay in the race next time. That way I'm live with you and can see it, call the race a little bit better with you.
Well, if you're ever out, man, just jump in the broadcast. You don't have to ask. Just jump in with me and jump in and call it with me. But good racing tonight, man. This was an excellent night. Even the rookie race was good. The street stock race was very eventful. I kind of screwed the pooch on calling it. But Robbie Milburn tonight, man, putting on a show, showing up. He kind of did the whole flying in his helicopter, get in the car, and run the race. I saw what he did there. And
yeah, he did. He pulled the old rabbit out the hat trick, showing up late. He made a fashionable entrance. But hey, look here, man, real quick. We appreciate you putting the race on. We appreciate everybody watching and all the support. Man, we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for y'all, and we thank y'all.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate you being here with me, Brian. It's been good talking to you, and I'm going to get over here and interview these guys. But, hey, thanks for jumping in the booth tonight.
All right, brother. Take care.
Yes, sir. All right, and we're going to go talk to Tyler Hamrick. Let's see what kind of mood Tyler's in. We were talking about Tyler. We were talking about when Tyler gets in the mood, you can tell by watching his car go around the track. Tyler, were you in the mood tonight, buddy?
Well, as the great Scott Bloomquist said one time, how'd y'all like that ass kicking? I think y'all might have just witnessed the fastest race car on the planet right there.
Oh man!
Man, got in a wreck, got put to the back in this thing about gosh, I think it was about
It's
lap 20.
halfway.
Halfway, I was mad. I came out in pits, started dead last, and I was freaking rolled. They better be glad I finished third, because first was gonna be coming soon. I'm just picking that.
Well, when you got to fourth place on the first lap of that restart, I told everybody, I said, keep an eye on the 74. He's pissed off, and if I know anything about this guy, he drives with heart. He talks with heart. Every time I talk to him, I can tell if he's sad. I can tell if he's happy. I can tell if he's excited. And I heard you sad tonight, and then I saw you pull out of the pits, and I said, oh, shit, Tyler's about to light the fires tonight.
I'm in a good mood now. That street stock race upset me a little bit, but shoot, man, coming from the back all the way back to the front, placing on the podium, I'm grinning ear to ear. I just can I go ahead and say my thank yous?
Oh yeah, man, do it.
First, thanks to everybody for this thing. This is our last practice race. After this, next time you guys will see Weekend Challenger, we'll be points racing in season 3. Got a lot of money on the line. I'd like to say thanks to my admins. Thanks to Brett. Thanks to our sponsor, Dixie Bell's Cleaning Services.
Hey, you got it right tonight.
That's right, man. Dixie Bell's Cleaning Services. I can't thank her enough. We got her logo big on our winners checks that are going out to the winners of season 3. So y'all give her a shout if you need any cleaning services in the Alabama, Georgia area. And mainly, I was carrying a logo with me tonight.
I saw it, man. I saw it back there on the deck.
I got WFR Sim Racing on the 74, and I can't thank you enough for all you do, Phil.
Well, hey, man, I'm not done with you yet. I got to pull somebody in here and have a little talk. Hang on just a second. Let me go find somebody here. Tristan Dozier, I got Tyler Hamrick in the booth, and we just wanted to hear what you thought about them horrible slide jobs he kept trying to throw across your nose.
Hey.
Where's
got me?
Yeah, I got you, Tristan. There you are.
I have my mic muted.
Man, slide job city tonight with you and Tyler. I got both of you in the booth. Let's hear about it.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was just me and him right there for a little bit, so we were trying to make the best of it, trying to put on a show. There wasn't really too much going on up front. So
I'll tell you what, the whole last 15, 20 laps, I had Brian O'Shell in the booth with me calling it. And, man, you guys, and Brian was even talking about how you guys race in person, how you race in real life. And to watch you guys throw slide jobs like that back and forth respectfully was pretty cool to see. You kind of knew when you had it. You knew when you didn't have it. Tyler threw one at you there, and I don't think Tyler knew he had it. But instead of sliding it, he drove it off down into the wall and came out the front of you. And I think me and Brian O'Shell both stood up at the same time when Tyler did that. But, man, the way y'all throw them slide jobs was cool. It put on a show for the broadcast because we weren't even watching old Milburn up there. He done took off, put on his own show. I don't know where he went, and you guys were the show tonight.
Oh, yeah. Try to make the best of it when we can.
Yeah, I can't let Tristan's head get too big. If I let him lock down a medal on the top 3 and I don't make him work for it, then he comes in next weekend with a smile that's too big. I gotta wipe that grin off that face. So I'm just picking. Tristan, my buddy. Me and Tristan talk all week long. We practice together. We race together. That's my dog right there. Hey, you got lucky tonight finishing in front of me. But we start point racing. You better be ready because I'm bringing the sauce.
Oh yeah, well I am too.
As Phil says that you're gonna get the taco sauce. That's what you're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
I tell
you,
hey, I called the taco sauce on Tristan once tonight. I said he didn't have enough sauce on the taco. He was going to throw a slider at you, and I think he found out real quick he wasn't ready for that when he backed out of it right there at the end. But pulled it off tonight, man.
If he going to feed me a taco, it better be a big one.
Well, hey, Tristan, you got anybody you want to thank real quick before we get you out of here?
Tyler, mainly. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't really be doing too much racing with each other. It's a good place for us to come and have a good time, race with some friends, and have a good Sunday night. So I appreciate him putting this on, WFR for broadcasting everything for us. I know our families enjoy watching it, and I know you don't really ask for too much from us. So if anybody's watching, make sure y'all like and share this, follow him, then Mom, Dad, Rhonda, Kenneth, Mason, everybody. Appreciate all of y'all.
Oh, yeah, man. You got a big fan club, man. They were all in here paying attention tonight. They were all watching you, so...
Well, that's what I'm wanting. here in a couple weeks, I might be throwing out the old graphic shops. If anybody wants to get some wraps and everything done, y'all be looking my way. Victory Race wraps. Start doing it for the public here soon. So
Awesome, man, and I'll make sure I put that up on the page as well. So, well, cool, man. Tyler, Tristan, good racing tonight, man. You guys put on a hell of a show for the broadcast, and I'm gonna have that up as a replay. Those laps you guys ran, we'll put a replay together and get that broadcasting.
Thanks, Phil.
Well, I got to go talk to
you.
Robbie Milburn. He's going to be real upset about me because we didn't show him one time tonight because he done checked out and ended his race, and he didn't really give a shit about what we had going on back here. So I'm going to go talk to Robbie and see why he ruined my broadcast.
All right, Phil. Have a good night, buddy.
All right, y'all.
Later,
Thank
Phil.
you. Where's our winner at, Robbie Milburn?
I got you.
What's up, Robbie?
Just hopped in here and
Well, man, you're gonna be real upset with the broadcast because you weren't in it. You were not on the screen. If I had 3 screens, you wouldn't have been on one of those either. You were gone. And but man, the race was back there behind you, Tyler and Tristan, throwing haymakers left and right. I bet they threw 47 slide jobs in 20 laps. And but man, I'm sorry. I told him, I said, Robbie just ruined my broadcast. He was just gone. I couldn't. The leader was racing and he wasn't even on the screen. But man, good race. You checked out. You were gone. And I'll tell you what, that first start when the green flag came out and you went around Newsom and said, I'm going to the front, you weren't bullshitting.
yeah, I mean, I'll be up front with you. Me and Newsom have some great races, so a little upset that he had to get parked. I think we would have had a great race if we could have kept it going. But no, I came here and I knew you had to be aggressive early because the track would likely go to a single line track late. So if you're starting anywhere outside of the top 3, sorry about your luck unless you can find the line quick.
Yeah, and I knew when you made that move on lap 1 that you weren't there to mess around, and you took it straight to the front. Unfortunately, a caution came right back out, put you right back where you were. But man, awesome start, and I don't think Newsom saw it coming, to tell you the truth. And you kind of daylighted him there on that start.
Yeah, I was just talking to him before this, and he said on the first start, he thought you go high, take it real easy, and be able to clear everyone coming out of 1 and 2. And I'm like, well, you left the bottom open, and that's where we've been running all night. So I'll throw it down there, and I'll come up and stop your run. And
I couldn't believe you went from the outside front row to turn it down and make that run the way you did. But man, it was awesome to see.
Yeah, he came up real close to my nose, so I'm like, well, if we both go in there, it's just going to be the same way coming out, so I'm going to try to make a move. And I know he's fast as hell, too, so I know if he can get out front like I did, he'll probably run away from us, too, if he finds the line.
Well, man, take me around this track a little bit because I know that this track, it seems like the top is sketchy as hell. You get up there, you get that right rear too far up on that lip, and it sucks you right front into the wall. And we saw that in the street stocks tonight mostly. Those guys running a hell of a line, but, if you got up there, it'd whip you out into the wall. And how sketchy is it when you're in this late model trying to get it up there around that lip?
Yeah, well, there's definitely a fine line. You can get up there, and I was able to do it a few times, and just get your quarter pound right on the wall in turn 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 is kind of the same deal, but it slicked off weird, so you get into that one, you just stay in it.
Yeah.
But and also, there's like a Ross Chastain factor to turn 1 and 2. If you get up into it and it sucks you into it, don't let off, try to pull off, just stay in it, and it'll bounce you off and you get a big run.
And I saw that. I saw in the street stocks tonight, Tristan Dozier would just eat the wall hard with the right front and get this incredible run off of it to where the guy inside didn't make a mistake but couldn't catch him off that turn. And like you were saying, I don't know if it's all the side bite down the wall or what you got going on there, but man, just they'd eat the wall and come out faster.
Yeah, in the street stocks, that's basically what you have to do. And like I said, I ain't no expert in those, but that's just what it looked like from watching the broadcast. And like in the supers, it's a little sketchier because if you go in there and hit it too hard, then the right front just falls off the car. Because for a while, Tyson Banks, he's running me down doing that. And then at one point, I saw him go high, and I saw him disappear, and I saw the yellow come out and connect to the dots.
Oh, yeah, and I'll tell
lost
you,
the tire.
and I was talking about that too. You know, I play a little bit, I race a little bit, and man, the late models are very unforgiving on that right front. You know, any tap on the wall, and it eats that right front up. So it's got to be sketchy running it 50 times around there. Well, 100 times, you know, 100 turns to make and not knock the right front off, you know.
Yeah, at one point, I think it was like 11 to go, I got up into it and gassed it up, got the run off, and then going down the backstretch, you know, I got the nice, you've got wheel damage. I'm like, well, I have not.
Well, it looked
But
good,
then-
man, and what we did see of you looked really good. And like I say, if you go back and watch the broadcast, you're not going to see a whole lot of Robbie Milburn in it because, man, you were checked out and gone. I think at one point, you had about a 3-second lead over everybody at one point there. And but yeah, go back and watch it, man. Great race tonight. You want to thank anybody, name anybody, and call anybody out for next week? Go ahead, man.
I'm not a call-out guy. I'll just show up and race. I don't like running my mouth too much, but definitely thank you for broadcasting. We enjoy watching it back, even if we're not in it the whole time. We get to see the racing around the track, and then thank Tyler and those boys for putting this up. Been fun each week. I'm ready for the actual season start here soon. And then just everyone for racing clean. I mean, no one really did anything dumb. I know the little incident with me and Jesse early, we talked about it. He thought I was going high. I ran middle to block a slider, and he didn't realize it, and that's why the slider was sent. But no hard feelings there. And then my personal team, Kamikaze Motorsports, don't really get a whole lot of help from them in this because it's fixed up, but they're always pushing each of us to be quicker. And I'm just ready for the regular season to start and get this going.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm excited about the 2024 season. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you being on here. I appreciate you commenting earlier during the street stock race. And look forward to seeing you next week, buddy. Oh, well,
Yeah, man.
I won't see you next week. I'm going to see you in January, right?
Yeah, you'll see me then.
All right.
And wherever you race next week, maybe I'll pop in too. Who knows?
Well, cool, buddy. Hey, I appreciate you, man. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for putting on a hell of a show tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully I can get that top fan badge here soon too. So.
Oh, yeah, man. You'll get it. Well, hey, buddy.
Okay.
Good race tonight. Congratulations, Robbie.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
That's Robbie Milburn, guys. That's your winner tonight in the super late models. All right, hey, we're going to jump back over here real quick, and I want to talk to you one time. Here's the 2024 schedule. Knoxville, January 7th, and we're going to Lernerville. Lucas Oil. Tonight was the final practice night for the Weekend Challenger Racing League before it's time to go racing for the 2024 season. They're going to take Christmas time off, and when we get back here in January, I have a feeling that all these bad moods and everything that old Tyler Hamrick's in are going to come alive on us, and we're going to see the real Tyler Hamrick. And but, man, Jesse Newsom, probably not a happy guy tonight. Had a little bit of bad luck there. Had a good run going. But Robbie Milburn going to be the fast guy out tonight and just put the ass on him tonight out here at Port Royal. My name is Phil. You're watching WFR Sim Racing. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I've had a great night with y'all. Thank you very, very much. Please share. Please like. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for everybody who played along tonight. I had a great time with y'all. I'm out of here. Welcome to the WFR Sim Racing broadcast. I'm Phil, your host, and I want to personally thank you for choosing WFR Sim Racing to get your iRacing dirt fix.